Alright friends, welcome back to Jason Design Shop, where today we're going to make a textured cross out of that coin that we got, the 1 ounce silver coin, so it's pure silver. So, it's pretty cool. Let's get started. Well, all we can do is give it a try. It's only, $28. Let's see how it reacts. We're going to heat this up first, dump it in, try to melt it, dump it in carefully with lots of heat. Here we go. Alright, so big thank you to Randall who gave me that coin there, that pure silver coin, 99% pure from the US Mint that we're destroying here. So, for that matter, I'd also want to say thank you for getting that map torch, for getting the acetylene torch kit and the tanks filled, and for giving me the forge. So we're using all this stuff thanks to Randall and supporting the channel. Totally awesome. Love you, man. So I had a problem here getting it all to one side because I shook it around and it stuck to the top of the edge where the borax was in the pure crucible. So finally got it pushed off from there, poured it in, looking pretty good, and then it got stuck right there. It stuck to the freezing metal in the moment that it froze. And so I got this ball left in there that can't get it out to throw on the other side. I put it on there for like 10 minutes, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, just flame right there on it, just like that, and it would not soften up and disconnect. So I finally just had to shut it off and break it off and deal with it, as you can see here next. Wow, that sucked. Oh, came up pretty good up there, and just the ball wouldn't come out. I mean, I couldn't get it disconnected so I can finish it. Of course, it's all messed up. Anyways, that's all basically with map gas. I'll have to try it again now with the acetylene torch, but wow. I just want to keep all the silver together into one piece. Now we got 3 pieces. Alright, that last one didn't work too well. As you can see, we broke the tip off of our little mini crucible. We lost a couple little silver specks in here, the round balls. Managed to get it all in there and it stuck right there. Couldn't get it off of this. Had to dig it all out of there. It was all stuck there. All this part of the crucible. Anyways, we're gonna try to melt it right in the mold. So maybe let's go out and just relax down in there. So that's our goal. It's broken here and these are little pieces. So we're gonna heat it up with the propane torch, get the map guts going on and get it really hot, and then we're gonna bring in the biggest of the 3 sizes on the auction acetylene torch and try to just melt it across there and into there. If not, we'll have to bring the brig gun out, which is super bright and hard to see, and I'm afraid it might blow pieces out because it seems to have more pressure. Alright, let's give it a shot. Let's do a stopwatch and see how long it takes. Here we go. Hey, if you're enjoying this, please consider subscribing. It is the one metric that helps the channel grow the most. Thanks, friends. Woo, we did it. There it is. Would have been much sooner, but until I lifted this up, did you see that? This is just eating this side because the puddle was here. It didn't go that way. There we go. In the water. And there it is. Pump it out over here. Let's see if it comes out. Oh, there it came out. We'll put that back on the hot rock to dry it out. Ta-da! Pretty cool. It seems like it's the way it's gonna have to be done. Some pits there. Still got some funny bubbles on the bottom. Well, this is pretty beat up. I can do it in the new one now. It is hard to keep this melted. As soon as you move over here, it would dry out over here and get solidify. Come over here, this would get wet and this would start to solidify. Even with this on it the whole time. Wow. The copper is going to be a lot harder. 200 degrees more and cold. So that was about 13 minutes. I forgot this was going in the background, so I grabbed it and turned it off. Yeah, so it would have been probably less than that had I lifted up this side and shoved down the blob. It would not connect for the longest time. So I got to look at the video and see where that actually happened and know that I can let it roll down into it, and that's actually how long it took. Alright, here's our little cross. It's not quite even right. So we want to try to draw this out a little further, pound it out, and then we'll try to pound a loop at the top. It's pretty soft metal, so hopefully a little heat will get it moving. Alright, first we're going to sandpaper it here. Nice and shiny. This must be a 40 grit sandpaper. It works great for taking off all the sharp edges, usually around the sides, and clean up any deep dimples or problems and sharp things sticking out anywhere on the whole thing. So, but I don't think it removes much. And then I found this little wire brush, wanted to see if it would get down into some of those dimples that were still dark. Turns out the contrast is nice of the dimples having a darker spots. But then I found this wire brush that didn't do anything because it was all bent over. And then I found another one of the little sponges like material. They really deteriorate fast, but it works really good for kind of buffing it and giving it a little bit of a hazy look. Those things. And worked great. So check it out. All right, there it is, friends. Let's put that on a necklace and see how it looks. Pretty cool. Hey, no skipping ahead to this point to see the final project. Fine, then you owe me a thumbs up. Beautiful. There it is, my friends. Pretty cool. A silver cross. I love how the dimpling came out. Again, it's not all perfect and even. It's more like an old rugged cross. So there we go. That's how you do it. Fold over the back. I do need to make it a little more round and bigger so a bigger chain can go through. I had to go through 3 tries to find one small enough that would go through there because it is kind of oval shaped. You can see that. So That's a fun result. So if you enjoyed that, stick around. I think we finally earned our way up to do a gold coin, and we're gonna pour it in this ingot maker thing here. Hopefully we can melt it and pour it in one of those, make it nice and long, and then we can pound it out flatter like these, and hopefully, and even maybe dimple it or something, polish it. We'll see what we want to do at that point, and make a bracelet out of gold. We may even try to do a cross, but we'll see how that works. Might end up forging it inside the forge and melt it right into the new mold I have for the cross. If you want to see that, stick around. Don't worry, the channel has not changed to a forging channel. I'm still going to do plenty of wood shop. It's just been a long, cold winter, and so it's nice and warm when you run a forge and run the torches and, you know, keep it warm in here. So we're going back to wood shop very, very soon. I do have one after the gold stuff that we make, and then I'm going to do one more casting. I made a ceramic Jason's Design Shop symbol and out of clay, and I want to now put that in the sand that I bought. I got a bag of sand, and I'm going to make a sand casting and try to pour it in aluminum. So stick around, and then we're going to head back to woodworking stuff. See you soon. Later, guys. Subscribe and like.